Okay, I'm going to call to order the Town of Gilbert Planning Commission regular meeting. First item is the Pledge of Allegiance. Ava, can you start us off, please?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next item will be roll call.
Commissioner Alibrandi,
Here.
Commissioner Mund,
Here.
Commissioner Simon,
Here.
Commissioner Cavaney,
Here.
Vice Chairman Bloomfield,
Here.
Chairman Anderson,
Here.
and Commissioner Mackin is absent.
All right, thank you. During the study session, we discussed the agenda and decided to leave it as is. Vice Chair, can I get an approval, please?
Chair, I move to approve the agenda as it's presented.
Motion for approval, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Munt. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Agenda is approved. Next is communications from citizens. At this time, members of the public may comment on matters within the jurisdiction of the town, but not on the agenda. The commission response is limited to responding to criticism, asking staff to review a matter commented upon, or asking that a matter be put on a future agenda. I do have a card here from Doralice Machado Liddell that would like to address the commission. If you'd like to come up to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and you'll have 3 minutes.
My name is Doralice Machado Liddell. I'm a Gilbert resident. I did want to speak on 5B in regards to the text, the plan or whatever that is, and the subcommittee. So if I could address it for a minute, I think Amy did address it. I had some questions regarding lot splits. I haven't received the answer yet, and how that the changes in the wording will affect my ability to conduct a lot split on my property. And that's why she had the engineer, but she didn't respond to that. So I'd like to address that. It's concerning. Also in that I don't really know what they're referring to as, allowing staff to approve amendments to the preliminary plot plan. I don't know what that means. I'm a little concerned that we're giving all these options to developers, and I'm just really concerned about less input from the citizens and the impacted owners that have purchased property prior to and by right, just like they would by right. And when they go in for these conditional use, administrative use permits, that just changes things. So I don't know what that's about. And then it seems as though the town is trying to create some land development codes that will benefit the urban high-density developers, remove public input hearings so that the residential property owners no longer have a voice and are heard. In addition to that, I had my lot split questions that haven't been answered, and I don't seem to know why. The real reason I'm here is, good evening again, Dorlise Machado, Gilbert resident, Heritage District residential property owner. I'm here regarding, again, my property rights, and that are under attack via the Heritage District Design Guidelines. The 2018 redevelopment plan cost taxpayers over $350,000, and there was 9 months of public input. You'll hear 5 years, 7 years. No, it was 9 months. The town staff has been working on the draft design guidelines for over 18 months and did not conduct any meetings with the residential property owners of Lacey Track prior to the draft going public. The redevelopment plan is required by state law. However, the design guidelines are not. In December of 2019, the economic program manager reached out to a developer, 9.1, and asked them to directly communicate with the draft design guideline consultant, a paid consultant by the town. In January 2020, the economic program manager reached out to Circle West regarding the proposed development in the downtown Heritage District and the design guidelines, and had them directly contact. However, the economic planning department or the planning department did not reach out to any property owners in the Lacey Track. During the stakeholder meetings in January 30, 2020, I was told that the design guidelines did not change for Lacey Track. They did. How did they do it? According to the Redevelopment Commission meeting minutes of February 18, 2010, the words shall and must that have been purposely avoided within the guidelines. They pointed out that these are not regulations, they're just an encouragement. But now in 2020, according to the principal planner, Timms, the Heritage District Design Guidelines will be adopted by ordinance and will have to be followed. In other words, this is a regulation. This is a dramatic change and will affect my private property rights. These regulations are not for all town-owned property owners. They are targeting residential property owners in the Heritage District. I would like to add that during the August 16, 2018 Town Council meeting, Amanda Elliott noted the plan would not obligate the council to proceed with the recommended projects or require modifications to the design guidelines, land development code, or general plan. My question is, why would the town direct the staff to recommend that the guidelines be enforced by law? Why would the town recommend that my property rights be taken just because of where I live in Gilbert? In closing, I respectfully request that the Planning Commission direct town staff to review the 2006 Proposition 207, the Private Property Rights Protection Act, and how the design guidelines will impact my property rights and such rights. Thank you for the extra time.
All right, thank you for your comments. And I believe you still have Ava and Amy's contact information. You can reach out to them for questions. Okay. Anyone online that wishes to address the commission?
Chairman, I will unmute the public line. I am unmuting it. If anybody would like to speak, please state your name. I did not hear anybody.
All right, thank you. We'll move along to item 9, report from council liaison on current events. Council member September.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, tonight is the last Planning Commission hearing for 3 of our members, Commissioner Ellerbrandy, Commissioner Mackin, and Commissioner Cavaney. I wanted to just take a moment and thank all of them for their service on the Planning Commission. I want to thank them for their time in reviewing all of those packets, in talking to the applicants, in meeting with staff during their service. I want to thank them for their creativity during all of the project reviews, and I want to thank them for listening to the community during the regular sessions. I also want to thank their families for the generosity with their time in allowing you to be here and to serve. And because the decisions were, the other appointments were made last night in council, it wasn't enough time for us to prepare the plaques that we would like to present to you this evening. So we would like to invite you back to the next Planning Commission hearing in October so that we can formally present those to you. Thank you very much.
Well, if we don't have the plaques for him, I hope we at least have cupcakes for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I understand that at least Commissioner Elbrandy is going to hold on to his computer until he does get his plaque. So we're going to make sure we get those done.
I just miss those social meals at 4:30 pre-COVID. That was nice.
Yeah. Well, thank you, council members, September of that, and we'll give them further praise at the end of this hearing. We'll move along to public hearing consent items. All items listed below are considered the public hearing consent calendar. The commission may, by a single motion, approve any number of items where, after opening the public hearing, no person requests the item be removed from the consent calendar. Such a request is made, the commission shall then withdraw the item from the public hearing consent calendar for the purpose of public discussion and separate action. Other items on the agenda may be added to the consent calendar and approved under a single motion. The items we'll be voting on will be item 10, DR 20-84, air guitar, item 11, S 20-08, Gabriella Point Commerce Center infrastructure plat, item 12, DR 20-24, Recon Office Building, item 13, DR 20-91, NEC Val Vista, and Pecos Pad B. Vice Chair, can I get a motion, please?
Chairman, I move to approve the public hearing consent calendar. And I make a motion to approve as listed items 10, 11, 12, and 13.
Thank you. Motion for approval, is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Cavney. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion carries. Move along to administrative items. Planning Commission minutes. Consider approval of the minutes of the study session and regular meeting of August 5th, 2020. Vice Chair, can I have a motion, please?
Chairman, I move to approve the Planning Commission meeting minutes of August 5th, 2020.
Motion for approval. Is there any discussion? I think there was 1 month Commissioner Elbrandy wanted to amend the minutes to correct the statement that he had in there. Are you good with this time? Okay, thank you. Do you want to second it then?
I am the alternate right now, and I don't think I have a voice.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I can second that.
Okay.
It's gone.
Second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Approved. Report from chairman and members of the commission on current events. The only thing I would report is like to just follow up with what Councilmember September said, and thank Commissioner Cavney, Commissioner Elbrandy, and Commissioner Mackin for all the time that you guys have served here. It was great not only serving with you, but it was just great having the opportunity to meet all three of you and getting to know each of you. And I hope we cross paths again in the future. Anybody else have anything to say?
I would also concur with that. It's been a real pleasure to meet all of you and to work with you. And especially Commissioner Cavney, I've known him for a very long time, so his expertise and his knowledge we sorely missed, because you've been here 8 years. So that'll be a big, sorry, Commissioner Elbrandy, nothing against you, but that's 8 times longer than you've been here, I think. So thank you.
And probably 8 times more effective, so.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? Commissioner Cavney has something to say.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody, especially staff. You guys have been amazing. You've done so much to assist us in what we need to do here, and we're so grateful. The current staff and the previous staffs that we've worked with over the years just have really loved and enjoyed that experience working with you and understanding. And to the council members that appointed and supported us in our efforts, we're really grateful. And my fellow commissioners over the years, there have been many, and they've been amazing. And it's been great to get to know everybody and see just the passion to serve. And I think that's a wonderful thing, because as all of you know, there's no pay for this job. There's nothing, well, there used to be a free dinner. There used to be.
Yeah.
That was good. But other than that, it's just a matter of civic service, and it's been a pleasure to do it. I'm so grateful, and I'm going to miss it. But we'll give somebody else a chance to lend their voice to this process. So thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Report from Planning Services Manager on current events.
Chairman Anderson,
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. Could
Oh,
I just
go
take
ahead.
a moment?
Yeah, take your time. Go ahead.
So as noted, my term is over, and I just want to express my thanks to our former mayor, Jen Daniels, and the 2018 council that put me on the board and reaffirmed me last year in the 19. Great opportunity to serve Gilbert. I appreciate that. I want to thank Councilmember September for his kind words and thoughts. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate the leadership over the last 2 years, Chairman Anderson, that you and Vice Chair Bloomfield have provided as we navigate these waters. Thank you for that. I've learned a lot. I was not familiar with the ins and outs of Planning Commission, and I've just barely scratched the surface, so thank you for that. And finally, and perhaps most importantly, my thanks and appreciation to our planning staff, the professionals. Great thoroughness, great professionalism, and Gilbert's future's in good hands. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for that. Anyone else? Nope. Okay. Now, Ava.
Thank you, Chairman. And I would just like to echo a lot of the sentiments that have already been expressed. As a 20-plus year resident of Gilbert, I appreciate everybody that serves the town and volunteers their time. And as a newer staff member, being here just over a year, you were all a pleasure to work with, and I really appreciate how welcoming you were and just the time that you gave to all the cases planning brought forward, and really appreciate the time I had with you. Thank you.
All right, thank you. And if there's nothing more, we'll adjourn.